ride in boat parades.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there are no government programs handing out free boats. The second the government starts giving out free boats, you'll see Democrat boat parades. It'll be a disaster. How are you guys doing? Well, I'm really psyched to be here today, guys, because there's a lot we have to talk about.
Yeah.
I'd be doing the I told you so tour, but I have a feeling based on the response, you don't need anyone to tell you what's going on in America right now. You see it with your own two eyes. Now, what's awesome about that is, it's so ridiculous that even the idiots on the other side are seeing it with their own two eyes at this point, right? For perspective, I am the son of a billionaire from New York City. And if I am pissed off filling up my truck, right? Like, if I know, like, damn, that hurts. That sucks. Right? If it's bothering me, it's got to be crushing Americans. Right? Remember last year about this time, it was 4th of July weekend, when we were told, in maybe the most condescending and patronizing way possible, you peasants, meaning all of America, you're to be grateful. We saved you 10 cents.
Yeah,
No, remember this one?
Yeah.
Like 16 cents, whatever it was, like ridiculous. Like, if you took your car and like backed out of your driveway, you were net neutral, right? Like, just in fuel pricing alone, right? Like, you are to be grateful that you saved the 16 cents. You guys know what that basket of goods was last weekend? $10 more expensive. You know what their solution is? Nothing. There is no solution. They don't care. They're saying it out loud. You saw last week, Joe Biden's spokesperson. Well, essentially, this is the price you have to pay for the liberal world order. In other words, you get to go broke. You get to fund the bullshit from the other side. Everyone else gets to live off of your hard work, and you get nothing for it. But you are to be grateful that they're allowing you to do this. Whether it's rampant immigration, right? Oh yeah, there's no cost to that. Yeah, you mean our school system, which is failing miserably, right? What are we, 28 in the world? Spending more per student, more per capita than any nation in the world. We're not in the top 5. We're not in the top 10, we're not in the top 25. A shocking large number of people are graduating high school illiterate, essentially. But the teachers union's doing a wonderful job, guys. Let's keep funding that too. But you know what? Let's also add millions of more students to that system. Or a failing healthcare system. Or a failing any number of other systems, right? And you should be grateful. You know, I was talking with General Flynn backstage, and it really is, you know, it's one of these things, you can disagree on policy, you can disagree on, you know, sort of the politics of some of these things. But honestly, I don't think an objective human being can be looking at what's going on in America in 2022 and say, it's not on purpose. Meaning, a monkey guessing at random could not make decisions that end up with these results so often. Meaning, you don't like lose heads or tails every time times 1,000. It's just not statistically possible. It has to be on purpose at this point.
Yeah.
Right? And you see this time and time again. It doesn't matter if it's this or any number of other issues, right? I mean, here, where we are right now, obviously, huge veteran community. Raise your hand here if you're a veteran. What went on in the Afghan withdrawal, right? So you had decisions that were made to speed, you know, they wanted to try to, so that we can get credit for doing this and do it right. We don't have to think about things. And you saw the disasters that resulted, right? We all saw that. We all knew it was only for optics. They make stupid decisions, right? You don't pull out in the time of war. You pull out at a winter. I'm not advocating for a never-ending war. I don't think anyone is. But there's a way to do it. But the Democrats are still used to having that mainstream media complex, a trillion-dollar industry of big tech and social, just being their cheerleaders. Like, they can do nothing wrong, right? There's no consequence. No, they're doing a wonderful job. Look, you saved 16 cents on your 4th of July barbecue. Like, that's the win. They'll spend anything. But you watched, and you saw it, and you saw the results, and you knew what would happen. You also knew that under Trump, those idiots, they would not have done that. No. Because they would have known that there are actually consequences to stepping out of line, right? We all know that would have never happened, just like we wouldn't be on the brink of World War III with Russia right now. Because we gotta understand, dictators understand stuff, they understand resolve. They understand strength. And they look at today's Democrats and they realize there's none of that there. Right? Their big issue is like, I don't know, my 5-year-old woke up grumpy. Let's chop off his bodily parts.
Yeah.
That's the solution. No, it is. It's like part of the Democrat Party platform today, right?
Yeah.
You can't be going through a bad week. You must be a woman.
Yeah. But they can't describe what a woman is.
So you're laughing, but is it like, am I lying? I don't know. I had bad days too. And it was, we can end it all right now.
We can end it all right now.
Folks, Joe Biden likes to say, this is not your father's Republican Party. I was like, yeah, this ain't your grandfather's Democrat Party either, folks.
Exactly.
These people have lost their minds. But you saw it over and over. You saw it in Afghanistan, right? Because the disaster happened, but then there was no accountability. And General Flynn, I know some of these guys may have been your friends, although I have a feeling you're probably with me on this one. When I was really, perhaps at a low in terms of just my sentiment about what's going on in America right now, was watching that press conference. Right? And I wasn't even right, I guess it was congressional testimony, really. General Milley, he gets up there. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm with you on this one. We'll get there. Give me a minute, folks! Thanks, sir. He gets up there. How did this happen? We could not have seen this coming. Really? Like, I don't know. Let's say that I know jack shit about Afghanistan. True. I saw it coming!
Yeah. We did. We all saw it coming.
And if I saw it coming, anyone who I know served there, they definitely saw it coming. Like, how is this clown in charge in a war for 20 years and he could have not seen, like, the most likely outcome?
Right.
He could not have seen it coming? Like, he doesn't belong, like, doing anything. Let alone being in charge of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. My 9-year-old son, I tell the story because it just drives home the point of just how out of touch these sort of, we call them elites, right? It's not the right word because elite actually would typically mean that you're actually good at something, right? You're elite, like they're the opposite, but they've called themselves that long enough. It's like the experts who know so much about Trumpism that they didn't see that one coming either. Right? And you should lose like elite status or expert status when you've been wrong like 1,000 times in a row. If you're on the PGA Tour and you start shooting 165, like you're probably not going to be on the PGA Tour anymore. Like, we should do the same. And so we watched it. He could not have seen it coming. My 9-year-old, I picked him up for a father-son dinner that week. Hey, Dad, Why would they do that? Why would they pull out the military before the civilians? And I'm sitting there like, I don't know, like my 9-year-old, he looks up, he's like, he thinks I know what I'm talking about. And I have no answer because it's so ridiculous. There's no answer. But a 9-year-old, he knew it was screwed up. Hey Dad, why would they leave $87 billion worth of military equipment to a terrorist organization? That's another good question, son. I have no idea. Right? The same government that does not want anyone in this room to be able to own a semi-automatic AR-15 or any other gun, in all fairness, you know where this is all going, right? Was perfectly fine leaving the Taliban an Apache helicopter and like 65,000 M4 fully automatic machine guns. Like, do you think for a second that maybe, I want to talk crazy, maybe the Taliban may use those weapons to suppress good, innocent, God-fearing people for like the next half century? Like, how many people, seriously, do you think will be killed, maimed, oppressed with U.S.-made weaponry? And just so we understand, like $87 billion, that works out to be about $300 per person, man, woman, and child in America. So, sir, you left $300 for the Taliban. Congratulations. Well done. That's like half a tank of gas today, but like, it used to be a lot of money.